What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another Chaos Hero Nightmare video. Today we're not talking about gameplay, but mostly about something that is going to be a feature added to the game by the devs. Not really a feature added to the game, but something that they plan to show us to actually tell us what is coming to the game in terms of QoL, banners, and even patches. And it's going to be on your screen here. You'll see that this is a tweet, or I guess what the kids call it nowadays. It's a post on X that just came out about 5 minutes before I started recording this. And this is just going to be a showcase for what is going to come to the game. You can see that people are starting to see it now as you see the likes, the hearts go up in live time. But I suspect some great things. And you can kind of see from this image here that the next character, which is what I assume it'll be because they have this right when the Chizuru banner ends, and a lot of people are suspecting her to be the new character, is going to be Sereniel here. This is the back image of Sereniel, and looks very interesting. So this is what Sereniel looks like. This is from Game 8, a gaming vlog with a lot of guides and stuff like that. But you can see, you know, if you compare it to the back image, it's literally the same character, same hairstyle, same hair color, same, you know, wings, robotic wings, and you know, your eyes might be drawn to a specific area of the character because it's very interesting, and it's not something they usually highlight when they are showcasing characters, but that is what it is, and I think this is the character to come. And in terms of what element she'll be, most people are suspecting that she's going to be an instinct or yellow character, and also she's going to be a character that has something to do with ravaging. And the reason why is because if you look at the new memory fragment simulation that came out with Chizuru, you have one orb of inhibition that kind of works with her kit. Well, it does work with her kit. There's a lot of debate whether if it's the best memory set for her or not, but the other one has to do with instinct cards, and you're going to see extra damage to instinct cards used against ravaged targets. And at first I thought, oh, this is very good for Kalipe, but Kalipe can use other sets already, and I think this one is more going to be catered towards Sereniel, right? So we'll have to see what she ends up doing. Maybe she ends up being a DPS, maybe she ends up being a support, but because she's doing more damage, theoretically, doing more damage with her own cards against ravaged targets, I assume not only will she be ravaging, but she could be doing a lot of damage. So 50% damage, that's absolutely crazy, so maybe she becomes like the first banner that becomes a must-pull god tier character in terms of, you know, what her kit does. But the roadmap is coming, and honestly, I do hope they tackle a lot of the things in the game. Just going back to like simulation, I really hope they add in a sweep feature, or at least like make us do more attempts at once, because it takes not too long to get through the dailies in terms of dumping your stamina, honestly. But depending on the team that you use, it can actually take forever to farm it, because if you have any card that has Finale in your deck, sometimes they just use it like very early. I guess it used to be that sometimes you could use it at the start of your turn, which was super troll, but they changed it a bit, so it doesn't do that anymore, but you can still use it at like unoptimal timings. You can use like shield instead of attacking, right? So it just takes a while depending on the formation of your team and the deck compositions you have. But I really do hope that they add some sort of sweep function. You know, I could go on and on about things I wish that they would include into the game, but I think that's for a separate video because no game is perfect. You know, I think the game's doing very well right now, and I do think, you know, if they do slowly start incorporating a lot of these QoL changes, not just for farming, but also for maybe like chaos, you know, speeding up animations and stuff like that, like they promised, then I think this game could be, you know, one of the best games for a long time, even though it's already doing very, very well. So, you know, like I said, roadmap showcase from the devs coming up on the 20th. I will be covering it, but you can see that they're going to be talking about the update coming to the game on the 24th, and also they are going to be talking about the future of our operations. And I assume this also has to do with rewriting the story as well, which they did say that they plan to do. And the 24th, it's about the 12th right now in Korea since I'm recording this. You can see the banner here is about 11 to 12 days. That's when the new banner comes, so I assume that they will also be teasing us the new character, Sereniel, if it is Sereniel, or maybe a different one if it's a different one, but I do really think it's Sereniel. So thank you for watching, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video.